when we are trying to determine a demand and supply in an area, in a suburb, we look at different stats, and those stats are industry norms, um, and everybody uses them. And anytime they want to compare, okay, if this suburb 10 years ago, what was the median value then, what is the median value now, and you compare them, you take out these different stats to compare this data, and you got to understand certain stats. So in this series, I'm going to try to explain you what these different stats are. So for example, the median value is right in the middle. So say for example there are 101 houses. So the median value will actually sit right in the middle. There'll be 50 houses above it, and the 50 house prices below it, and they should be, the one in the middle would be the median value. It's actually a more better indicator. It's a better indicator as compared to the average sale value. And but you got to remember that you've got to look at a median house prices over a period of time. So you can't look at a median house price last month, because there could be just 10 properties that sold in a smaller suburb, and most of them could be the expensive one, or the most of the properties could be the cheaper, the lower end of the market, and that will not be a good indicator. So you got to actually look at median house prices over a period of time. You'll have all this, and you'll get PDFs to download with every video. But you can look at target suburbs. So what the takeaway is, that you've got to look at and target suburb with lower average median prices, and you got to look at prices right next to expensive suburb, as I explained earlier in my in the few other videos. So let's look at some examples. For example, this is the REIV, Real Estate Institute of Victoria website, and they publish March quarter 2014 median prices. For example, they've got what's the quarterly change, what they were, what is it now. So that's the change over the year. It's the change has been 13.7%. But this I believe is for entire Melbourne, and as I said, the entire Melbourne, you can't really. It is Melbourne, so you can't if you're looking to zero in on a particular suburb, you can't look at the Melbourne median value. But this is what a median value is. They've got another location which I discussed in one of my earlier videos. You can have a look at it, but this again is talking about all of Melbourne. And you can click on each suburb, and it'll tell you, okay, the quarterly change was 1.7%, and you can find out this was negative 4.4%. So that means in the last 3 months, the median house value in Wheelers Hill has probably gone down. But you got to also look at what is happening over the year. What has happened over the year? So Baldwin North, for example, the price have gone down 5%. So these are the sorry, not the price. Actually, the median price has actually gone down 5%. So it's negative 5%. And you can look at different areas. It's negative 2.7. But if you look at certain pockets, you'll find what. So this is up 2.7%. So you can quickly click on certain suburbs and find out, okay, what's happening there. So 3.6% in the last quarter. Heathmont's doing well. For example, Bayswater, 15.1%. I've been looking to develop in this area. I've been looking at Baronia, then Ringwood, Mitcham, all these areas, because these, as you can see, their median value is between 700 800, and you wouldn't want to be in that area. So all these light blue color ones here, for example, Reservoir, what's happening there? Okay, it's negative 1.5, so not good. Thomastown 1.3, up, so Thomastown could be something to look into. I wouldn't go too far, because then it's right at the end of it. But places like these, like Coburg, for example, 14.9%. Wow, that's pretty good. That's what the growth has been in Coburg North. Look at this side, look, go to the West Melbourne side, you've got Sunshine North, which has shown 7.1%. So that's pretty good. So median value is basically an idea of what's happening. Look at Dandenong, for example, zero point 0.7. At least it's not in negative. Seaford, negative 1.7. Mordialloc, negative 2.2. So market is different at different. Chelsea, I'm doing a project in Chelsea, 1.3%. So these are the things that you look at.